Hi, Shalom. I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I'm gonna give double honors unto the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace and salutation unto the Akim and unto the elect that scatter across the four corners of the earth, pushing His truth and faith and His sincerity. Alright, today I just wanted to go into, one of the deliverances of Yahweh. Alright, an act of deliverance when He delivered Daniel out of the lion's den. Alright, I'm just going to get straight into it. I ain't going to waste no time. This is Daniel 6:1. It says, "It pleased Darius to set over the kingdom 120 princes, which should be over the whole kingdom. And over these 3 presidents, of whom Daniel was first, that the princes might give accounts unto them, and the king shall have no damage. Then this Daniel was preferred above the presidents and princes because an excellent spirit was in him. And the king thought to set him over the whole realm. Then the presidents and princes sought to find occasion against Daniel concerning the kingdom." So basically, they were some hating ass niggas. Alright, they wanted to find some type of fault in Daniel. Alright, to keep this thing from happening. Like, nah. Not this dude. This dude ain't finna be over us. Alright. Continuing on. "But they could find none occasion nor fault, for as much as he was faithful, neither was there any error or fault found in him." So they couldn't find no fault in him to accuse him of. Alright, because it said the excellent spirit was within him. Alright. Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. It says, "Then said these men, we shall not find any occasion against Daniel, except we find it against him concerning the law of his power." Alright, so they knew that they weren't going to be able to find no fault in him. Alright, unless they set something up that would be against the law, statutes, and commandments. Alright, because they knew that he was of Israel. Alright, so they had to come up with a plan. It says, "Then these presidents and princes assembled together to the king and said thus unto him, King Darius, live forever. All the presidents of the kingdom, the governors and the princes, the counselors and the captains have consulted together to establish a royal statute and to make a firm decree that whosoever shall ask a petition of any power or man for 30 days, save of thee, O king, he shall be cast into the den of lions." Alright, so they wanted to set up a law that if anyone is praying to any god, alright, any power, asking of anything other than asking of the king, alright, you will be put into a den of lions. You will be thrown into a den of lions. Alright, that was the law that they were trying to set up. And they knew Daniel prayed unto the Most High. Alright, he said an excellent spirit was within him. Alright, they knew that. Alright. It says, "Now a king established the decree and signed the writing that it be not changed according to the law of the Medes and Persians, which alter it not. Wherefore King Darius signed the writing and the decree. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his power as he did aforetime." And now Daniel knew that a law was made that any man that prayed unto any power, any god, asking of anything, would be thrown into a den of lions. He knew this, but it said that he went to his house and his windows was open. Alright, this is for everybody to see. He said he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day and prayed and gave thanks before his power. So he still prayed unto the Most High. So he like, man, I don't give a fuck what y'all talking about, bro. I'm praying unto my power. I'm going to continually pray unto Yahweh. All right, which is the true name of the Heavenly Father. All right, nothing is going to stop me from doing this. All right, so, he didn't fear any of that. All right. Basically, that law saying if you pray to any power or any God, you'll get put to death. All right, because what's going to happen if you get thrown into the den of lions? All right, you're gonna get killed. All right, the lion's going to devour you. All right, but Daniel had no fear in that. All right, but he feared the Most High. It says, then these men assembled and found Daniel praying and making supplication before his power. Then they came near and spake before the king concerning the king's decree. Hast thou not signed a decree that every man that shall ask a petition of any power or man within 30 days, save of thee, O king, shall be cast into the den of the lions? Yeah, so it was like don't the law that you just signed say that if any man prays to any power, they should be, thrown into the den of the lions? All right, don't it say that? And then the king answered and said, the thing is true, according to the law of Medes and the Persians, which are to not. All right, so he was like, yeah, of course. All right, yeah, that's what it say. Then answered Daniel and said before the king that Daniel, which is of the children of the captivity of Judah, regarded not thee, O king, nor the decree that thou hast signed, but making his petition 3 times a day. So like Daniel, they was like King Daniel. I mean, so like your King Darius. Daniel don't care about you. He not worried about the decree that you just made. All right. Basically, he making what you said as a little thing. He taking you for a joke. They going into King Darius. Basically they trying to, get Daniel up out of him. They trying to get Daniel put to death. All right. It says, then the king, when he heard these words, was sorely pleased with himself, and set his heart on Daniel to deliver him. And he labored to the going down of the sun to deliver him. All right, so when they went out to King Darius and told him these things about Daniel, King Darius got pissed off. All right, because they came with subtlety. This little plan they came up with was crafty. All right, because these was nothing but some niggas. All right. All because of Daniel was going to be set over them. All right, but they didn't want that. It says that then these men assembled unto the king and said unto the king, know, O king, that the law of the Medes and the Persians is that no decree nor statute which the king established may be changed. Then the king commanded, and they brought Daniel and cast him into the den of lions. Now the king spake and said unto thee, Daniel, thy power, whom thou servest continually, he will deliver thee. And a stone was brought and laid upon the mouth of the den. And the king sealed it with his own signet, or with the signet of his lords, that the purpose might not be changed concerning Daniel. All right, so he got cast into the den of the lions. All right, King Daniel was like, man, the God that you praying unto, he'll deliver you. You praying unto him, he'll deliver you. All right, he probably was talking shit or whatnot. It says, and the king went to his palace and passed the night fasting. Neither were instruments of music brought before him, and his sleep went from him. Then the king arose very early in the morning and went in haste unto the den of the lions. All right. And he said that his sleep went from him. All right. He couldn't get no sleep. All right, because earlier in this chapter it said that Daniel had an excellent spirit within him. All right, and the king knew all this. He knew it was something different about Daniel. All right, and he wanted to set him up. So how can I say it for lack of better words? He had favor in Daniel. All right, he liked him. All right, so when this decree was signed, and he seen that it affected Daniel, all right, it was probably something he really didn't want to do, but the people talked him into doing it. All right, because he's the king and he signed the law. This is what you said, so this is what has to happen. He got to be cast to the lions then. All right. It says that, verse 20, and when he came to the den, he cried with a lamentable voice unto Daniel. And the king spake and said to Daniel, O Daniel, servant of the living power, is thy power, whom thou servest continually, able to deliver thee from the lions? Then said Daniel unto the king, O king, live forever. My power has sent his angel and has shut the lions' mouths, that they have not hurt me. For as much as before him innocency was found in me, and also before thee, O king, have I done no hurt. So here it is that a decree was signed. All right, that if any man pray to any God, all right, and asks of anything other than asking the king, that you was going to be thrown into the den of the lions. And Daniel did not fear that. And he prayed with his windows open, facing Jerusalem 3 times a day, not caring about any consequences. All right. And they came for him, and he got thrown in the den of the lions. All right. But what happened? The Most High sent the angel to protect him. Why? Because the Most High didn't find no fault with Daniel. What did he do? All right. He was serving Yahweh. All right. He stayed faithful. All right. So therefore, he got protection. All right. And it says, then the king was exceeding glad for him and commanded that they should take Daniel up out of the den. So Daniel was taken up out of the den, and no matter of hurt was found upon him, because he believed in his power. He believed that the Most High was going to protect him. All right. He believed that the Most High had his back. All right. That's how we have to be when we are thrown in certain situations. All right. You can't be going into situations, with doubt. Ah, man, the Most High, he might not come through for me. Ah, no, he might not. This might not be good for me. I might not make it out of this. No, you got to believe that the Most High got your back. All right, you got to read stories like this. All right. So whenever you are catching hell, or you in a tight spot, you thinking, all right, that you not, it's gonna be impossible for you to get out of this. You gotta remember, bro, you serve the Most High. You serve Yahweh. All right, He will deliver you out of anything. He can deliver you out of anything. All right, you gotta just keep that in your mind. All right. Even if it seems like it is not a way, you got to think that it is a way still, because you serve Yahweh. Since then the king commanded, and they brought those men which had accused Daniel, and they cast them into the den of the lions, them, their children, and their wives, and the lion had the mastery of them, and break all their bones and pieces wherever they came at the bottom of the den. So the people that accused them, they got thrown into the lion's den. All right, and what happened? But it said before they even hit the floor of the den, all right, that the lions threw their ass up. Why? Because they didn't serve the Most High. All right, they came up against His servant. All right, Somebody that was doing no wrong. All right, in the sight of the Most High. Because all he did was pray unto the Most High. And they tried to condemn him. All right? So at the end, they got to condemn. And then you got delivered. All right? And, that's really it. So I'm going to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Hakwadash. Give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation unto the Akim, unto the elect that scattered across the four corners of the earth, pushing his truth and faith and sincerity. All right. Shalom.